Tonight, and only on Fox 28, an employee of the Liberty County Department of Family and Children's Services is no longer on the job after an investigation found she violated the department's privacy code. Fox 28's Robert Catanese was the first to bring the concerns about this employee to the department. It joins us now live from the newsroom.
Trey, I spoke exclusively with a man who says the DFCS employee violated his privacy after he reported a case of possible child abuse to the agency. The chaplain, who doesn't want to be identified, is a former member of the House of Prayer Church in Waldorville. He's now a member of the New York State Chaplains Task Force, so he's required by law to report allegations of child abuse. He says former church members reported abuse to him, so he contacted the Liberty County Department of Family and Children's Services.
I called the regional director and explained to her what was going on.
And he shared another concern.
I told them that there was some suspicion that there might be somebody that worked for DCF that was involved with the church.
The chaplain filed the report with DFCS on September 7th. We filed an open records request with the Hinesville Police Department. We got this report filed the same day as the chaplain's report with DFCS. It says a DFCS investigator asked for an officer to go along with her to the home of Ronnie Dennis to follow up on a child abuse case. Dennis is a pastor at the House of Prayer Church. Marshall Webb, a church member and DFCS employee, was not assigned to the case, but photos taken that day by former members show she was there. A few days later, the chaplain says he received a disturbing call from another pastor at the church.
And I also know that you called DCF.
The chaplain asked me to find out what was going on, so I came here to the Liberty County DFCS office to talk to Marshall Webb about the chaplain's complaint and that someone had leaked his name and number to the very church he filed a complaint against. We were referred to Walter Jones, who's a DFCS spokesperson for the state of Georgia, who told us on October 30th Webb was no longer working with DFCS. So I asked why. Documents I obtained through the Freedom of Information Act show Webb was fired for her involvement in the chaplain's reported case. Findings from an internal audit show, quote, she had accessed a complaint from our database after work hours multiple times. Webb was not assigned to the case and had no reason to access the information according to the state's report on her dismissal. The report further states, quote, her actions have put the agency and our customers in a harmful situation that could affect all parties involved. As for the chaplain's report to DFCS, he received a letter saying, quote, the reported allegations of maltreatment did not meet Georgia statute and DFCS policy requirements concerning child abuse and neglect. No charges were filed. I asked a DFCS spokesperson about the letter the chaplain received.
There are times we receive allegations of maltreatment from more than one source, and it may be that one allegation is we consider unsubstantiated, while another allegation about the same child or children may still be under investigation or may eventually be substantiated.
The chaplain now says he is concerned about his safety after reporting the allegations.
This is not anything to be taken lightly.
And conveyed his concerns to the Liberty County DFCS supervisor and said this is what he was told.
I definitely understand how you feel from your security, and we're going to look into this, but we can't really disclose to you what's going on.
Now, in the paperwork for Marshall Webb's dismissal, she denies having any involvement in the reported case or giving any information to clients. We repeatedly tried to reach out to Marshall Webb and Pastor Ronnie Dennis for comment on the allegations and the DFCS investigation. Neither of them returned our calls. In fact, a spokesperson for the House of Prayer told me that if I continued to try to reach out to Pastor Dennis, they would consider it harassment and take legal action. Reporting live in the newsroom, Catanese, Fox 28 News at 10.
Robert, thank you for that report.